I sent out a text to these 3 people the other day on Twitter. This is what it said. It was to Alex Hormozi, which I don't know if you know who that is.
No idea.
Massive entrepreneur. Like just if you're in the entrepreneur business
Is
space.
he the big beard dude with the long hair?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Alex
Yeah,
Hormozi,
okay.
Isaiah, and then one other person that I'm blanking right now. And I sent him to 3, and I said it was Trevor. And I just said this. I started off the message. I was just like, hey, blank, I currently have 680 subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah, you're just telling the truth.
Once I have 1,000, I'm going to reach back out. Once I have 10,000, I'm going to reach back out. Once I have 50,000, I'm going to reach back out.
Yes.
And I said, whenever you feel that like it's worth your time to respond to me, like feel free.
Yeah,
but I want
love
you to
that.
watch my growth.
Yeah.
And it was right to the point.
I
like
love
it was
that.
simple. And I've taken like a million I used my sales experience. Like, but that's what I said. I'm like, hey, I'm not there yet. I'm not even going to ask you. I just want you to watch my growth because it's going to happen.
Take this clip. You want to get some virality here. Take what you just said. Add some trending music on YouTube. That'll probably be one of your number 1 short. I'm not even playing.
Yeah, was that a good one?
Yeah, it felt good. I got some goosebumps. I'm not even playing.
Well,
I
yeah,
was like,
that's true. Yeah, I could show you.
Because you're telling them, listen, I get that this is not interesting to you.
I'm not
but
even
I will
gonna
be
ask
interesting
you.
to you.
Yeah, I think it was actually Jordan. I that I
Why
said that
not?
too. Yeah, because it's like, even if your assistant sees this, then it's like, well, this is good for you because you're an entrepreneur now. Sales is all relationships. You build relationships off of consistency, and you build consistency
That's gonna be the theme of
off
this.
of honesty.
Right. Integrity.
And so if you aren't honest with where you're at, and I think, I've been asked to be on podcasts before. Of like, I get on LinkedIn. They're like, hey, there's a fellow podcast, and it's like, you don't know anything about me. You just saw an
warm
opportunity
seat that you're struggling to fill. Most likely.
and it's like, no, I'm okay. Like, we can chat. Let's have some coffee. Let's see for a good opportunity. But yeah, I think anyway. I don't know why I got on that tangent, but
because it's first off, it's motivation to you because like now I gotta grow.
Yeah.
But you're also like, you never know, right? So I've worked with a financial podcast for 6 years now, similar tier to yours. Like he had his. This is my friends in the industry. They'll come on the podcast. He's playing ball at tier 2 now. We're like, now listen, the names are not relevant to us, but they're tangential to like, think about the Shark Tank folks with Barbara, right?
Mm-hmm.
She was in play for actually coming on a podcast, right?
Right.
Would have never had that chance at the beginning.
Yeah.
And listen, this is not the sexiest podcast, okay? It's very much, it's intelligent, investing kind of podcast.
There's a specific group of people that are going to find value out of it. Right.
But it's worked and it's grown, and now it's like this like neat little niche that's done really well. And then you've got someone like Morgan Housel, who wrote The Psychology of Money, who's going to come on it. Michael Kitces is going to be on it. He's one of the biggest financial advisors in the industry. Now, you don't necessarily care about that.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily care
but
about
what
this.
a win for those guys.
Huge
man.
win.
Yeah, what a win. Because then they have a network of people with their tier. And that's the beautiful thing is, I, Lord willing, I'm going to have a guy on the Babylon Bee come on the show.
That'd be dope.
He's the senior editor of the Babylon Bee.
Oh, yeah.
So,
that's awesome.
So he...
I'm doing so well, that's where.
Yeah,
I'm trying so hard.
What'd you say? Oh, yeah. You're doing good.
I'm
You're
doing good. I'm well behaved.
And so he's definitely coming on the show. But like, when is the question? And he's being very kind to drive up from Ohio to come on the show. That's the other thing that's been interesting about this show is I am exclusively in person. And I will not break.
Right.
I have had some unique opportunities from unique people. And I've said, unfortunately, like, I would love to get to the point where the podcast makes enough money that I can fly them out here.
Right.
I can pay, but like, my wife would kill me.
Wait.
Unless it was like
Jordan Peterson.
yeah, I'm like, I will pay your way, Mr. Billionaire.
Right,
I'm like
right.
making $39,000. Like, here, I'll buy you first class.
Do you know if that was actually happened? It's an investment at that point.
Oh yeah, it'd be insane. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know where we got on that tangent.
No,
but
it's great.
I just think you have such a unique perspective to creator growth. You've seen it, and then it's interesting being me so small, trying to stay consistent. And man, it is hard.
It is hard.
It is so discouraging to like get guests on the podcast.
Yep.
You work your booty off editing or having a team edit and all this stuff, and the next thing you know, you're like, this podcast is the best content. I have 50 views, and you're like,
But you'll look back in a couple years, I'm telling you, you'll be like, that's the stuff that made me strong and actually made it work.